Hey guys, it's Steph from DebtFreeSpending.com, and we're back for another day of our 35 Days to an Organized Home Challenge. Today we're going to be talking about how to organize your home office, and I have to tell you that this actually used to be my dining room. Before we added on to our house several years ago, we lived in about 800 to 1,000 square feet if you included our upstairs, and that was really small, and I had to learn how to be very organized in a very tight space. So when we added on, we were able to put in a home office for the blog, and so that's why I'm going to be sharing with you this evening how to organize a home office. I recognize the fact that not everybody has the budget or has the space to be able to do some of the things that we've done, and that's okay. Just start where you're at, and you'll find that over time you'll be able to change and grow as your family changes and grows. And so one thing that we did again when we put our home office in was we decided to have all of our cabinets put in. We had all new cabinets put in, and I recognize that not everybody does that right away. We originally had mismatched pieces, and a lot of things were open, and you could see a lot of the not even clutter, just a lot of our items. And so you want to try to keep your items behind closed doors as much as possible, and that's why we decided to go with cabinets instead. It creates a really streamlined look. I wanted as much cabinet space in here as I could get, which is why I have a very small desk. So again, I have to stay very organized to keep my desk clean. If I don't, then I've got clutter built up right there again. So this is another reason why I have to stay super organized. So today, you might be hearing my dogs, by the way. They're devastated that they can't be in here with me right now. So anyways, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take a look at what's behind our cabinets and talk to you about how we organized. And to be honest with you, a lot of these organizational things that we've done are from the Dollar Tree, are very inexpensive, and again, because they're behind closed doors, they don't have to completely match. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're going to start taking a look at how I organize my office supplies. So the first thing I have is because my desk is so small, I don't even keep my stapler and my tape on it. I have all that in a basket that I bring down every time I work. I have extra pencils, and then this is where I actually pay my bills from. And we're going to do another bill paying episode where I'll be talking about how I pay my bills in each month. Once a year I do labels and envelopes and get every single bill ready to go out, and then I put them in a month-by-month thing, paper clip. So I grab that month's paper clip and I'm ready to pay all my bills for the month. So we'll talk about that in a little bit more in depth in another video. And then I have all my business receipts. This is where I keep all my business receipts for the year. So every day, I showed you how to organize receipts. So in that other video, I'll have to try to put a link in this blog post as well. But what I did was, I showed you how I tape my business receipts. Well, once I tape them, this is where they get filed for the year. And so then I have extra supplies and extra envelopes. These are just some other more areas where I pay bills. And I keep that very simple. I also have up here on top of the bookshelf, I have all the wires that go with all of our electronic devices and all my computer supplies, like my extra speakers and things like that. And I have a few, I organize obviously books and magazines are labeled and in the magazine holders on the bookshelf. So then I have my computer desk, and again, my printers take up a lot of space, so I wish I didn't have to do that. Eventually I need to find a smaller solution for that. But over here, you're going to find that I have a lot of my supplies for just different things that we've done in our family, along with extra labels, the discs that go along with all of our computer items, and then I actually still have an empty basket here I haven't really found a use for yet. So those were Dollar Tree organizational baskets. I did decide to go with a little bit nicer basket on the outside that you can see came from Target. And I keep these are where I keep things that I rarely ever use but don't want to get rid of yet. So this is kind of my extra storage for things that if I'm not going to be reaching up here all the time, things that I don't need all of the time. This is probably my most, what I would probably say to some people, junked up looking drawer and cabinet. Even though it's really not, I know where everything is. I have everything organized and I can go right to it. Even though it might look a little cluttered to the eye, but it's why we wanted the cabinets, to keep it from looking cluttered. You can see here that I have all my envelopes, my catalogs, my phone book. We have labels, all my photography, photo gloss paper, empty, unused 3-ring binders down there you can see, as well as tablets, and all my specialty papers, all my regular printer paper, my hanging files, folders, and my regular folders, manila folders as well. So this is, while it's a little bit more cluttered looking, it's still very organized. I know where everything is. And over here, this is basically our supply closet for the business. We keep all of our photography equipment here, which right now the camera's out, and the tripod, different things go in here. All my 3-ring binders from different things over the years that I've collected and don't want to get rid of. And then extra computer supplies, paper, and then down there are my extra office supplies. And again, more 3-ring binders and just different things that we need to run the blog and to run the household every day. So when you're organizing, try to keep things high that you're not going to use a lot. And also, keep immediately in reach what you use the most. That's the #1 tip I can give you. And so if you keep what you keep like items organized as much as possible. As you can see, I have all my bill paying items together up here, all my receipts, all those different categories that kind of flow together. And then I also have over here, like I said, just my extra supplies that maybe I don't need to reach for my desk as often. So keeping the things closest to you that you use the most and that you organize in like categories are the 2 biggest tips that I can give you for organizing your home office. Hopefully you've gotten some ideas today from ours as well. And the biggest thing is sort, and like we always say, sort, keep, trash, go through those processes of, do I really need this? And get rid of what you don't need frequently. That's really how I keep on top of my paperwork and all my organizational things, is to really maintain the system that I have in place. This is my system. I really want to emphasize that you need to do a system that works for you. You know how much square footage you have in your house. You know the amount of budget that you have to organize your office. So maybe right now isn't the time for you to go out and purchase a ton of new items. Maybe you just want to do a few things, and maybe you just need to sort. Maybe keep everything the same exact way it is, but you need to go through and maintain your system. On a last minute note, I am going to talk about our filing cabinet. I did decide to go with a business grade filing cabinet because we had a home business. This has been one of the best purchases I've ever made because of our nonprofit. We also have a nonprofit where we give toiletries to needy families every month that we run through our church now. And so we have the business, we have a nonprofit, and we have all of our personal files in one filing cabinet. You may not need this much filing space. So it just depends on, your level of how much filing space you need. So hopefully we've given you guys some tips. I already did the video on the receipts, so you already know how we organize our receipts, and last night's video on how to organize your mail as well. So hopefully you guys learned some great tips, and comment, let us know how you decided to organize your home office.